saying? And so,
Definitely true.
Julez, so you go to this airport, right? Because I'm trying to figure out how this happened. You go to the airport, you forgot you had the hammer in the bag?
Pretty much. You want me to just tell you, just give up the
Yeah, we
story?
talking. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So, of course, that's what happened. A lot of people, for one, I was hearing a lot of when it first happened, like, Julez is stupid. Why would he bring a gun to the airport? And my thought is like this, but the internet is the internet. I'm like, y'all more stupider than me for thinking that I would literally try to bring a gun to the airport. At least have enough sense to say something went wrong. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it was, I know he didn't. I know he didn't really legitimately try to go and, you know what I'm saying, take a gun on the airport, which I didn't.
No,
So
when you was high, something, Julez, what? Or you
nah, it
just
wasn't. It
forgot you
wasn't
had
even
it in
that. Look,
that bag?
I'm gonna give you the rundown. I'm gonna try to make it as brief as possible. So at the
No,
end of
no,
the
man.
day,
I mean, we want to know now. You got time. You got a couple of minutes. You break
all
it
right.
down on us because this is a
So
joke for a
listen,
moment.
Joe.
Don't nobody know what you about to say.
Yeah, nah, you're right. It's the first time I'm telling this story.
That's
I had
right.
a I had a video shoot with some dudes that paid me some money. You know what I'm saying? They cool. My man, shout out to my man Sin City, right? I don't even think he know this story. My man Sin City, I had a video shoot with this dude he was working with named Young Mello, right? So, I mean, Sin City and Mello's my man, but you know how video shoots are, Joe. We've been on many a video, they get crazy. A lot of guys come from different areas. The video shoot was in Queens. I got a lot of guys in Queens now, a lot of my people in Queens, but a lot of them wasn't around, and I was going late. It was last minute. So I said, I'm gonna go to this video shoot. I take the little joint with me, just for, always just for safety. You know what I'm saying? We ain't
Latinos, we
trying to
call
hurt
that a
nobody.
tate quieto. That's just a tate quieto.
Yeah, we ain't trying to
Just
hurt
a tan
nobody.
tan, back up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to get
This
them
is
off me.
nothing too overpowering.
Yeah, I'm
Just
just trying to get them
back
off
them
me.
up off you. Oh, yeah.
So
Okay,
listen.
continue.
So I go up there. I had one of the resellers, the dudes that be reselling stuff. He said he had a hoodie for me and he had some Supreme bags for me. So I'm like, all right, cool. I took a couple pair of jeans and I said, I'm gonna wear a Supreme hoodie in a video. That's my deal, right? I head up to the joint. I get there. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, joint in my pocket or whatever the case may be. I'm about to shoot the video. I see everything is copacetic. It ain't really nothing for me to worry about. Ain't no extra people there that I'm feeling uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm changing my clothes, I throw the joint in a brand new Supreme bag that I just caught from the dude that brought me the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm on set and from like 9 o'clock to like 4 in the morning. So even myself, I had already forgot I threw the joint in the bag. I done rolled back to the crib, everything, go back to the house, put my bags down. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I got a flight to go to LA the next morning. You know what I'm saying? Because I had 2 shows booked in LA, one that Saturday and one that Sunday. I was flying out Friday. So my man Black Adon, he's from the Bronx. I don't know if you know Black
I
Adon.
know. Of course I know Black.
Yeah, he had already flew out. You know what I'm saying? And I had missed my flight. So he had already flew out. So I rebooked my flight. Make a long story short, you know what I'm saying? I go to sleep for a little while in the crib. My brother twin rebooked my flight for me. It's time to go. I done totally forgot about the night before, everything. I grabbed the Supreme bag, you know what I'm saying? Which I never even knew, not never knew, but I didn't remember that I even threw the situation in the bag. You understand what I'm saying? So now I packed some clothes. I grabbed the book bag, grabbed the duffel bag. I make my way to Newark Airport. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going there freely, like without a care in the world. I'm just trying to get on my flight. You know, I'm going through TSA. I put my bags through security. You know what I mean? They holding my back. No, they let it go through. It
So
actually
you put it through the real luggage, through the luggage
yeah.
that go
Like
on
I
the
said,
plane, or you had it like TSA when they searched the duffel bag?
nah. I sent it through the scanner thing. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, just for everybody's listening, that's not even in my mind that it's something I'm used to having sodas in the bag. Because I like Fanta sodas. So they don't sell those in the airport, the pineapple ones. So I would always carry a soda and I would always forget I had a soda in the bag. You know what I'm saying? So They got my bags now. Go through security. It went through. So they about to check it. The dude from North Airport, he know me. He about to check the bag. You know what I'm saying? So somebody called him from the screening point where the screen is at and said, "Nah, we got to run it through again." I'm like, "All right, go ahead, hurry up. I'm about to miss my flight." I'm standing there just chilling, not even caring or thinking about nothing. Now it's sitting there through the screen. They just got it sitting there. I see he calling people over to look at the screen, For those who know, when they fly you, that's that screen right there. You know what I'm saying? So I tell one of the girls that I know me, I'm like, no, a girl walks up to me like, "Yo, Julez." She said, "What's in your bag?" I'm like, "Ain't nothing in my bag." "What you mean what's in my bag?" You know what I'm saying? So I said, "Can you just search it? Just search the bag and let me go. I'm about to miss my flight." She go back over there. Now it's like a lot of the TSA people just crowding around the screen. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, it still hasn't clicked.
You don't know what's in there. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Julez. They actually felt bad. They were like, "Damn, Julez's about to go down," because they trying their best to. They hope it ain't the hammer.
Yeah. Now,
they swear they hope it ain't the hammer. They looking like shit. They wish they could be like, "Yo, Julez, grab the bag, get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, and you know, they can't fully see. They just see like an outline on that screen. You know what I'm saying? And it was a small joint, so it wasn't like my bag was extra heavy. So that's why I didn't even really remember or notice it when I picked up the bag. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, make a long story short, I had a warrant for a traffic ticket that I was supposed to handle in New Jersey. So I was going to come handle the warrant next week after I got back from my show. It's a little bullshit. I just ain't appearing in court. You know what I'm saying? So you know how Jersey do. They put a warrant on you fast. You know what I'm saying? So the girl come back to me like, "Yo, Julez, what is in your bag?" I said, "I don't know. Just search it." She said, "They ain't going to let me search your bag. They said higher authorities got to come and search your bag." So I'm like, "Who's higher authorities?" She said,
"Let me ask you something, Julez. When the girl kept telling you that, was there enough time for you to grab the bag?"
No, because the bag is inside the little tunnel thing on the screen.
It's a done deal.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a done deal already.
In the tunnel, and I'm like in the back, kind of like I'm through security already. I'm clear. The bag is just not clear. You understand what I'm saying? So she's like, "Higher authorities got to search your bag." She told me that's the police. The warrant thing clicked in. I'm like, "Oh shit, they gonna lock me up for the weekend." You understand what I'm saying? So I still hasn't clicked to me that something crazy like the joint is in my bag. You know what I'm saying? So one of the TSA dudes is walking behind me, one of them that's in the actual, airport already. I'm like, "Yo, my man, how you get up out of here? Like, what's the way back out?" So they still haven't retrieved the gun, so they.
Well, you just thinking it's a traffic ticket.
No, I had a traffic ticket.
You thinking it's the warrant popped up? They trying to grab you for that?
No, but I knew when she said higher authorities had to check my bag, they was gonna run my name and see who I was. I still didn't think it was. I wasn't thinking about the burner. The burner still ain't even. Click in my brain that what I'm thinking it's a soda. I'm like, check my bag and let me go. But what scared me was the fact that I had the warrant and they said higher authorities was gonna search your bag. So I'm like, they're gonna lock me up for the weekend. So I asked the dude, "Yo, how you get out of here?" He said, "Go that way." I literally walked. Everybody was laughing. Yo, Julez ran out the airport. He had one shoe on and this, that, you know how they scramble the story all crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I walked out the airport. I literally walked out the airport. In my mind, I'm like, "Yo, I'm going to send my brother Twin to go get my bags." Mind you, I left my jewelry in there. I left my rollie in there, the Sky Dweller. I had about 12 bands in there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm going to send my brother back to get my bag. I flag a cab down because the car, my peoples that drove me to the airport had already peeled off. And my phone was in the thing with my bag. So I didn't have no phone. I get in the cab. I hear on Hot 97. On Hot 97.
It just happened. You just got in the car
to
break out.
Yeah. And my crib is like an hour away. So getting close to my crib, they like, yo, I hear on Hot 97, it said, yo, rapper Julez Santana flees Newark Airport after a firearm was retrieved from his bag. I said, what? What no firearm retrieved from my bag? I'm like, but now I start thinking. You know what I'm saying? Then I think about the night before. I'm like, nah, I ain't put it in that bag.
So Julez, this hits you, right?
Yeah.
This hits you. You hear it on the radio. You know it's a mandatory minimum for the gun in Jersey. You say it to yourself,
and I was a convicted
fucked up.
felon. And I'm a convicted felon.
So you know you're going to jail. Not just overnight, get bailed. You know you got to do, at that point, you know, oh shit, I got to sit up.
Yo,
like right there at that moment, you know.
To an extent, but I still don't want to. Now I'm in denial because I don't want to believe that was in my bag. So I'm waiting till I get to the crib and I start looking around for the situation. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, I can't find. I'm like, oh shit. Then I remembered. I'm like, that video shoot the night before. I said it was in that fucking bag. My wife is not.
This was definitely the worst feeling ever. You're looking at the walls in the house. You're looking all over. You said, God damn.
And I don't got my phone, so I can't really see nothing, right? So I had to go get my daughter's iPad because my wife and everybody was out. My wife had took the kids ice skating or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know what I mean? I hit my wife from my daughter's iPad, and I'm like, yo, baby, call me. She's like, what the fuck is going on? She sends something that somebody sent her to her phone about the situation. What is this? I'm like, I don't know. Just come home. Just come home. Hour later, she comes home. She gets there. She's like, LeBron, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I'm like, babe, I don't know. I don't know how I let this shit happen. I don't know how this shit happened. She's going crazy. So that night, I knew they was coming to my crib. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I know they coming to my crib. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't really want to leave right that fast. So I told, I got a basement. My basement, that's my man cave. I got the whole basement done, studio, movie theater, everything in the basement. You know what I'm saying? So I say, listen, bring all the kids downstairs. We're going to cut off all the lights in the house. So just in case they do come, you know what I'm saying?
Nobody here.
Yeah, they might not think, and they might not go so hard. And that's exactly what happened because they came because I got the cameras all around my crib. You understand what I'm saying? So I seen them come. Because I'm looking out. I seen them come. They knocking on the door, but they didn't go as hard because I guess they felt like nobody was in the house.
Was they deep at the house or they came 2-3 deep?
It was about 5 of them. It was about 5 of them. Then
so you gave yourself up at that point, or you acted like you wasn't home?
No, I played like I wasn't home. So the next day, you know what I'm saying? The next day, I went to my man crib and chilled out with him. Called my lawyer because I wanted to, you know what I mean? Get myself to surrender. Mind you, this was a weekend. My lawyer said, okay, you're going to surrender Monday. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell him that you're going to surrender Monday. Just be ready to surrender Monday. And Monday came. I turned myself in. I did 23 days at first because with the feds, you can't just bail right out. In Jersey, you can't just bail right out no more anyway. Jersey used to be sweet. You used to could bail out with the money you got in your pocket. You understand what I'm saying? Then they changed that. Now it's like a point system. And then once the feds picked up the case, with the feds, you got to have a bail package. So you got to get a bail package together. It's not just about money. You got to put the property up. You got to do all that. So I spent 20 days.
You need the cosigns.
Yeah, you need a.
So this was a Fed case. This wasn't a state.
It was the state case, and the feds picked it up because I guess it was the airport. And airport, once it's the airport, is quote unquote.
So when you did your time, you did it in the feds.
Yeah, I did my time in the feds in Petersburg in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I did that. Make a long story, finish that story. I did the 23 days. They accepted my bail package after the 23 days. I got out. I was on house arrest for about 8 months. You know what I'm saying? Going through that. Then, they hit me with 27 months in federal prison, which I'm not going to lie. In my case, I can't even be mad at the judge. You know, the prosecutor, she was trying to paint me out like the illest nigga in the world. Like I buy myself out of every trouble. This is why he's never been to jail, because he always buys himself out of trouble. He has money. He can't be on the street. She was trying to fry me. You know what I'm saying? The judge, you know, I had over thousands of letters, people that wrote for me. You know what I'm saying, to the judge. The judge, I guess he just saw, he's like, yo, I see you're an artist, I mean, you have a bright career, you out there doing something. I was doing a lot of positive stuff, going to talking at schools and stuff. Make a long story short, the feds is about guidelines. Me, my charge, I was supposed to get between 37 months to 42 months. That was the plea I signed in the guidelines. But the judge can either go higher or lower. And in my case, instead of giving me the 32 the 37 to 42 months, he wound up giving me 27 months. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, in a way, I was happy for that. I felt like, you know what I mean, if I was somebody else, because I know a lot of dudes, you know, I'm never a name dropper, but a lot of people had these same type of cases and done no jail time. You understand what I'm saying? Guns at the airport.
You know, you know, when I had my tax case, Julez, I swear to God, I ain't lying. You know, I've done terrible things in my life, but I was innocent. And this accountant fucked me. I paid him back. I paid the government back what I already gave him to give them, all type of shit. And they still gave me a little bit, 4 months, but the penalties was out of this world. But the crazy thing is, I know other artists and rappers and all that who got probation or house arrest, and I was just like, damn, I gave them money back. Like, you know, I did everything I had to do. The letters was incredible. Sometimes it's just your luck when you go in there and they want to send a certain kind of example.
Exactly.
You know?
Yep.
So everybody thinks we all super rich because we rappers, we artists, whatever. We got jury, whatever. How do you feel when you know you had to go in there? I don't think physically you were scared at all. I'm talking about your family. Like your bills being paid, your kids being taken care of. What was that like? Like,
I mean, I've been blessed. I've been more than blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on the Forbes list. I'm far from the Forbes list. You understand what I'm saying? But I've been blessed. You know what I mean? Despite, you know what I'm saying? And I've made a lot of bad decisions, but I've been in the game long enough to where I've learned from the bad decisions, and I've still been able to regroup and have myself in a good situation. You dig what I'm saying? To where
so that's one thing you ain't worried about. I only did 4 months, and I was worried about my family.
I mean, I'm always worried about it because I'm worried about when it comes to money, what I'm not making and what I'm losing. But I wasn't in this situation to where
you had enough money to cover the bills for 27 months.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a beautiful thing.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't to, you know what I mean, to where it was like that. I was definitely good in that space, but I'm thinking more or less what I was losing, what I wasn't, and I wouldn't be able to make money. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just about, I'm just spending money. You know what I'm saying? I'm spending money and then I'm not making money.
Yeah, you that's the thing. That's the thing.
So I'm gonna be spending money for 27 months, not only paying bills, but taking care of my family. My wife is pregnant with our fifth child. You know what I'm saying? So you understand what I'm saying? That hurt me a lot because, you know, it was almost to the point where I'm like, I don't even know if I want her to have this baby because I've never been away while any of my kids was born. I never missed any of my kids' birth. You understand what I'm saying? So that hurt me in a large sense. You dig what I'm saying? And
so you report to Virginia.
Yeah, right? They had me self-surrender. I got self-surrender.
So you self-surrender to Virginia.
Yeah.
You walk in the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I sat outside in the parking lot for about 6 hours, Joe. They kept coming. They like, you LeBron James, you need to turn, you ready to go in? I'm like, nah, you know, I'm sitting there, I'm fucking smoking Black and Miles. I'm like, You know what I mean? I'm just like, man, I gotta walk in this joint. You know what I mean? I got my whole family with me, my kids, my wife, my brother, a couple of good men. You know what I mean? My man Black Dawn, like just, you know what I mean? Shit was, you know what I mean?
So you knew you had your people there supporting you, but you walk in that gate, you realize you don't walk in with Dipset, Dipset, Dipset. You walk in Julez
Yeah,
Santana,
you walking there
like
alone. You walking there
you in there
alone.
by yourself.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it funky. I was on cloud nine. You know what I'm saying? I done drank, I done smoked, I wasn't turning myself in sober. They actually had to put me in they call it the shoe. That's like the box or whatever. Cause I came in, I was twisted when I went in. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't send me straight to the compound because they saw I was so twisted. They had to send me to the compound for that day. I spent the night in there, and then the next day they put me on what they call the compound with everybody, all the rest of the inmates and everything.
So you walk in through the gate.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh shit, it's Julez.
When I get there, I'm not really seeing nobody. I'm going through. When I get on the unit and they put me on the compound, yeah, exactly.
And they flipping out like Julez is in here, like they losing their mind.
Yeah, no, because it's like it's men, so everybody is jail. So you know what I mean. You got a couple people that's the word was definitely everybody was waiting for Julez to come. You know what I'm saying they was hyped, but it's just like one of them fans. You know how them fans you see that's like, they fuck with you, they got love for you, but they don't know how to approach you because they don't want you to think they.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Julez, when I walked into jail, 2,000 cock diesel dudes screamed louder than you ever heard a roar in an arena in your life off the metal. Or they was dancing, they was jumping, they could not.
Yeah. No,
it felt like a dragon with no fire. Like I'm telling you, it's one thing to go to jail. It's another thing to be a rapper or a famous guy and walking through those gates. Because there's two things. I'm going to speak for me, and I'll let you say whatever you want. But the one thing they know is you got money.
Yeah.
So if you thinking like me, if Joey Cartagena from Parks Projects would have seen Fat Joe the rapper walk through the gate, I would have pressed him immediately.
Yeah.
Like immediately, like, yo, son, we have to talk. Like, talk about this. Whatever, so I'm already anticipating the worst of the worst while I'm walking in there. It's 2,000 people screaming at the same time, dudes. And I'm sitting there like, I'm walking through. I had to say to myself, because I ain't never scared, but I have to say to myself, yo, Joe, don't fold. These dudes ain't realer than you, don't fold, because it's me against 2,000.
Yeah.
Don't fold, Joe. Like,
yeah.
I have to talk to myself. I never got to do that, Julez. I have to talk to myself like, yo, fight 2,000 dudes if you got to in here. But you ain't going to fold.
Hey, that's one thing I said. That's what scared me the most about knowing I had to go to jail. And because, I mean, Joe, we from the hood. Like, I'm a real dude. I ain't got no stains on my record out here, period. Just like you. But jail is something that, it's not our comfort zone. It's not something that we've been doing. We ain't been in and out of jail. But I've always said to myself, if I go to jail, I was always scared that I might catch another charge in jail because now I got to be a animal on top. You know what I mean? I got to be a new animal.
That's the gimmick. Yo, I had 4 months. They put me in a place with animals, with Colombian kingpins, Jamaican drug lords. They were dying for either somebody to stab me on the neck